And sorry for being late, but welcome at last to the 7th episode of Deviant Diners, our Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. We're down not only a player tonight, sadly Jenna couldn't join us. We're also down a producer, so everyone help us wish Jenna and Anthony good luck, good health, etc. And we would like to thank Leona for stepping in to produce for us. Very kind. This is why we're a little late, so we'll be rushing through some things. So I would like to start with very quickly thanking our sponsors, Roll20, which we are using for dice rolls that continuously try to murder my players, which is amazing. We have Tabletop Loot, who sell dice and other cool stuff, so nerdwear for clothing, and Devin Rue, who makes maps and coins and other cool things. We have a Patreon that helps support the channel. And then we have our Discord where we sometimes talk about this game, post some art, but you can also just join and hang out and make it fun. Because we have a different producer today, we won't have health and sanity on the overlay, so you'll just have to notice our characters slipping on their own. And we'll just go around and let them introduce themselves. So I have really gaping black hole where Billy Johnson is supposed to be. So we'll go counterclockwise and start with Simon.
Hi, good evening. I'm Simon, Cy on Discord and at DDarkweaver on the Twittery things. Thank you to Leona for stepping in and doing the producing, and hope you enjoy us and have a good fun.
And since we're lacking some stuff on the overlay, would you care to share with us how you are doing, health, luck, and sanity-wise?
The word is poorly. I've got 3 hit points left out of a possible 12. I've got 28 sanity, which are bordering on serious insanity. I have a temporary delusion that 2 of our party members are my sisters, and my luck is dropping rapidly as well. It's all going swimmingly.
Yes, it is. It's going according to plan, some of us would say.
Oh, and I'm coked up and armed.
Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
What's your sanity score again?
28.
Okay.
Yeah, and as for coked up, armed, absolutely no one is foreseeing any problems. Lana.
Yeah, hi. I'm Lana. Lana Laceworth. I'm just about everywhere down there. And I'll be playing the Princess Sophia, who is doing quite well if you compare it to the captain. My sanity is at sturdy 66. My hit points are at a respectable 11 out of 14. I lost my dog, but beyond that, I'm okay.
Nicely done. No, you had a lot of luck on your sanity rolls. We'll see if your luck holds. Okay.
Hey, Kate. Also, Undead K all over internet, Twitter, right below. Irene McCown, who is not Irene McCown at all, is actually Elizabeth Price. Let's see, sanity sitting at about a nice little 37 there. So could be worse. Could be in Captain Elliot's position.
I was gonna say, that's the spirit.
But hey, luck is going well. 61, so.
With the important note that you can't use luck on sanity rolls.
No, you cannot.
All right.
Which means I'm shit out of luck.
Callie.
Yeah, I'm Callie. You can find me on Twitter at xcallip. I do illustrations, D&D stuff, yada yada. You all know. I'm playing Dr. Friaro Roy, who was actually recently revealed to be Johnny Marquez from Brooklyn, and he is sitting at a 50 in luck, so could be worse, and a 37 as well in sanity. So we're hanging in there.
We're sanity twins.
Sanity twins. That's New York, baby. That's what it does to you.
Oh, how I did not quite miss this accent. Can you go back to the British?
Do you really hate it?
No, it's amazing. The switch especially was amazing. Yeah, we're missing Jenna, who you normally find at Philly Girl, who usually plays Billy Johnson, our lovely archaeologist, who maintained her cool as a cucumber exterior, even though we found her best friend murdered, but started cracking a little bit when we, you guys, actually tried to leave and couldn't. My name is Aniek. You can find me at Aniekster, mainly on Twitter. It's politics and art, so, be careful. And as every week, I need a volunteer for a very fast recap, because we're half an hour in.
How
Who
far?
can recap the absolute chaos that happened last week?
I'll try.
500 words or less.
Oh, that is okay. Let's go, all of us. We're trying to go. I find my maid at the kennels. She's holding a dog. It's not my dog. It is Alida. She thinks we're back in the Netherlands, lost all her memory. We are at the polo horse stables. The horses aren't big enough. We go to the hunt horse stables. We get some horses. People fall off horses and die. Captain Elliot almost dies because the doctor is not a good doctor or a doctor at all. Captain Elliot snorts a lot. Irene and the doctor are not themselves, and they're actually connected to a gang. It's very weird. And there's a really big wall around the whole place, and we can't leave. That's what my notes say, and I have missed a few things which someone else can fill out.
Yeah, anyone with any important additions?
The rock?
Well, there was the rock, and there was also the shipping manifest. We kind of figured out where those goodies were being shipped from, I believe. We've also... Yeah, I remember dying.
We tore up the floorboards. We found some German stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's what we're doing right now. We're tearing up the house.
And
Yes.
the session ended with some of us hearing heartbeat and chanting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Very good point.
Except I don't remember. Would Captain Aaliyah even realize what's going on, being slightly mad right now?
No, because he
he
gets
did
a temporary
call-
madness.
He
Yeah.
did call two of you by his sister's name, and you just went, fuck it, we're rolling with it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
what's going on. He just thinks you're his sisters.
We're keeping the
Yeah.
coked up armed man chill.
Happy.
The American way.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is the American way.
It's like when you're dealing with people with like Alzheimer's and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like you just play into delusion, they'll forget what was happening soon enough. So yeah, you uncovered what is normally lovingly called a priest hole in this lovely mansion. Found out that the Dorseys maintained a not insignificant portion of their wealth by smuggling to and from Germany in the war, the Great War. And after looking at each other, a little disappointed because you don't see how this is directly connected to what's going on. Some of you did get a little distracted by the heartbeat in your ears. And that's where we left off. So what are you doing?
Does the heartbeat that I can hear have a direction, or is it just coming from all around?
It is, I love this word, omnipresent.
That's very creepy. Who else can hear this heartbeat?
Yeah, who's playing the drums? I thought all the servants had been murdered.
Doctor, Mr. Marquez, can you hear the heartbeat?
No, I mean, nah, I can't. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Quick, pick an accent.
Princess, can you hear a heartbeat? Please tell me it's not just me.
I can hear it, right?
I think it was wasn't it just?
Hang on, let me just scroll up because it
No,
saved
it was-
the rules.
It was just Captain Elliot and...
Oh yeah. Heartbeat? Why would I hear a heartbeat?
This house is beginning to play tricks on my sanity. This is
Beginning? Oh, Captain. I thought we were there already.
Yeah, well, trying to make the best of a bad situation.
Actually, I gotta kind of go with him. I can hear it too, and some kind of weird chanting. So
Yes, exactly. Can you identify where this chanting is coming from? Because I can't seem to myself.
Oh, I quite remember from last time that Anik said that the chanting was vaguely reminiscent of the sentence we couldn't translate.
Oh yeah.
So my awful pronunciation of that, you would recognize a little bit of it.
So my decryption was accurate. If
Yes.
that's,
Yes, it was.
That's
not reassuring, though.
no, it's really not true. No, it's not reassuring. I wasn't taking it in any kind of reassuring way. I promise you.
I just wanted to make sure.
What you hear in your own heartbeat in your head? Just that's just your blood rushing in your ears.
See, but that would make sense for him. But I can hear it too, and with the weird.
You have a heart too, right?
Chanting.
I was going to say that doesn't explain the chanting. Right?
Everyone has a heart, so you can hear that thumping when you get excited.
Yeah, but not everyone has a Gregorian chant choir in the chest.
Not the last time I looked.
All right. Sing a song really, really loudly to yourself, and maybe it'll get the chanting out of your head. Your favorite song.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance. Doesn't seem to have helped.
Well, I've done all I can do.
You've got a beautiful voice, Captain. It did help me, soothe me a little.
I'm delighted it helped somebody. Right. Where's Sterling? Does anybody know where Sterling has gone?
We still haven't found.
We haven't found Mr. Connor. We haven't
That's
found
his name.
Did Sterling come along with us, or did he remain behind, or did he disappear? What happened with him?
Thinking back on it, you're having a really hard time remembering where you last saw him. Somewhere between hitting your head in the barn and now, he just left the group.
Is Miss Stone still with us, or she disappeared as well?
Oh, she's been gone for a while. She actually disappeared when you were going through one of the bedrooms, but I know the princess and Jenna made their spot checks to see she was gone, and they only very briefly mentioned it, but you were unconscious at that point.
Okay, fair enough.
And the doctor was very concerned with you and wasn't
Miss
paying.
Stone disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people do. It's rude, actually.
That's apparently just a thing around here.
And the Montgomerys are still with us?
The Montgomerys? Roll me a spot check.
Okey-dokey.
Check 2. They're my responsibility.
No, you're their responsibility.
Huh?
If you ask
all
them.
of us rolling?
Hard success.
Okay. I fumbled. Am I now blind for a day or something?
Okay.
It's in my eye. Oh.
Captain Elliot and let's see,
Mr. Marquez.
Mr. Marquez. I keep wanting to say Dr. Roy. It's gonna be a very tough habit to break.
That is technically my legal name in England, so you're not wrong.
You had it changed.
Yeah.
So Johnny Marquez and Captain Elliot wouldn't notice. You wouldn't see the Montgomerys because they're not here.
Right.
You would notice the light changing. It was already dark.
Yeah.
And you had lanterns, and it was cold but not raining. and it seems to be getting a little lighter, but the light's the wrong color.
Oh.
Oh,
What color is it?
Well, think of my hair roughly, like deep dark purple.
Oh, joy! I didn't know cocaine had hallucinogenic effects.
No, it doesn't. I see it too, and I didn't get a bump.
Does my fumble do anything, or am I just like ow, ow?
The purple hurts my eyes.
You may or may not find out later.
Well, it seems to be getting light. The good news is it seems to be getting lighter. The bad news is the light's the wrong color.
Yeah, we gotta find like whatever place these excuse me, princess. These gosh be darned people are in.
Please don't stop swearing on my account. I think it's time for a good old. I don't know. I'm not good at swearing in English. Like just
Fuck it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the American dream right there. All right.
Such an education for the princess.
We need to find these people. I feel like they need to answer for not only like the murderer Lady Dorsey, but also all the servants. We need to find Olanatol. What's the head servant guy's name?
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy,
Mr.
Mr.
Murphy,
Connor,
yes.
and
Miss
Miss
Murphy
Stone.
was the deranged man who
Yes.
was laughing and happy at a time like this.
Not for long. The next time I see him, I'm going to put a bullet between his eyes.
Yeah,
Captain.
right after I put a fist in his face. So
That man. Did you see what you saw? What happened in the dining room, right?
yes.
Yes.
We
That
don't know it was him.
I'm
Mr. Elliot.
on the basis of self-defense. Believe me.
Mr. Elliot. Captain Elliot, my apologies. Could you make me an intelligence check? Just a small one.
Just a wickle one. Okay. And I'm going to use 4 luck points to make that a success.
Very fair.
Alright.
A good choice.
Very good choice indeed. You as a like Simon might remember I linked or texted you something while we were between games.
Mm-hmm.
And as your mind is trying to remember all the people that have disappeared that you haven't seen in ages, you briefly flash back to that scene I described you.
Right, yes.
You get the feeling that that figure on the floor, somehow it reminds you or you're connected to Mr. Connor.
Right, so I'm beginning to get the impression that Mr. Connor was the body on the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
As you're running through all these people in your mind, you get this sudden insight
Right.
of
Okay.
like, where did I last see him? Where did I
Mhm.
last see him? And you're like, shit, I remember where I last saw
Which
him.
body and what floor?
Okay, whilst I was unconscious, I dreamt of a ritual of people in robes, and there was a body on the floor, which I now am beginning to suspect or believe was Mr. Connor's. But the person who was conducting the ritual, whose face I couldn't see, was focused on what was going on in the ceremony, not on the body.
Okay. I wish Miss Johnson was here. Where'd she go, by the way?
I've got no idea. She may be off trying to find
Wandered off on her own. Yeah.
Mr. Deverell.
Oh no,
To be
he's
fair,
dead.
She knows, right,
Yeah, he's
Mr.
very
well,
dead.
Yeah, we know where he is.
Well, you also thought Sterling was dead. I mean, she might have believed there was an option of finding another
Oh, that's
Mr. Deverell.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Or find a way out, or
All right,
find out
let me-
his killer, or...
Let me look at
She has
this.
an inquisitive mind.
Oh, we don't have him yet.
All right, so we got to look into some more of this stuff, but the only thing that we've actually looked at is the house.
Hang on, did I not put you on a map yet? Oh, right, because I was perhaps wrongly assuming you'd be vacating.
The house and the garage and the stables. So we should probably check out some of these other places like we keep talking about.
Well,
the servants' quarters? Did we already go through those?
No, you went through the servants' room that are in the mansion.
Okay. Let's go to their house.
I will gently remind you, because he had an excellent instinct last time, that Captain Elliot started shouting about going to the Folly. Just as you finished last session, after Princess Sophia went through the list of buildings that are on these grounds, which was
The weird
provided
little
to you
temple
earlier.
looking.
Oh yeah, the weird little temple.
Yeah.
Temple.
So let's start with that, and then from there go to the servants' quarters, because obviously there's something going on.
We got something going on here. Yeah, I got a sword. Just to remind everyone, I do have this
Giant broadsword.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You go first.
And you all have guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll support you from a distance.
All right. He kind of squares off his shoulders and again is holding it like a baseball bat. And he's
You're the tank. We're the DPS.
Party without a healer. Party without a healer.
I'm a paladin, all right. I can do a little bit of healing and a little bit of tanking.
I'm sorry, but the dice say otherwise.
Sometimes you roll ones on your cure wounds.
If you're a paladin, I'm most definitely a rogue.
There you go. All right. I'm going in.
I must be a bard.
Or out.
Oh, 100% Princess Sophia's a part.
Oh, if the shirt matches.
Yeah, so we go outside and I want him to kind of like tell everyone hold up, and he's gonna like kind of creep around the entrance of the Folly, you call it? Is that what you?
The Folly's quite a walk, actually.
Oh, okay.
We're talking like large English estate. So if you exit the main building, previously you'd have gone left across the topiaries and the decorative mazes towards the stables and the kennels and the garage, which used to be the stables.
I still have a very, very disoriented maid with me.
She's following docilely.
Yes.
Docilely, yeah.
Docilely. She's following. She's on follow. Don't let her walk into a wall and never get her back.
And I've got Reeves with me as well. He's still.
Yes, he also did some amazing medicine checks.
Yeah, well, in the absence of anything else.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're not gonna let this go, huh? We're not gonna let this go.
No, you're really not.
Yeah, I should.
You murdered the main NPC.
I should have murdered you too.
They were dying anyway.
It was you. Oh.
No. See, it was a negligence murder.
I don't even want to know what your malpractice insurance is.
None, because I don't perform on people. You see, I'm more of a researcher kind of doctor.
Yeah, I think we already established that your best work is done on people who are already dead.
Or vet.
Yeah, that's why I became a mortician. You see, you don't get malpractices. Save a lot of malpractices.
So, you would be heading in the same direction, but instead of taking a path to the left, you'd be going straight ahead across. This is more the park area of the grounds, and there's this beautiful. What's the next step up when it's bigger than a pond? It's not quite a lake. Really big pond?
No, it's basically it's either a large pond or
Tiny lake
or a
small
lake.
Yeah.
Let's stick with large pond because I prefer the word pond. Ja, een siervijver.
Oh, een siervijver.
Een siervijver. Yes. And the Folly is, of course, on the other side of this beautiful little pond. Large pond, small lake. Damn it.
Yeah.
English is tricky. Because that way you would have a view of the grand house on one side and a view of the rest of the park on the other.
Right.
So I'd like a marching order as you're creeping across the grounds, which will also serve as a reminder of the enormous group of people you're traveling with. I believe
I'll go first.
Tony Marquez and his sword were up front.
In which case, we need a vanguard, somebody bringing up the rear to protect. I'll do that with Reeves.
Bringing up the rear with Reeves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, leave the coked out crazy person at the rear with.
Yeah, I'm writing
covering
that
your
down.
backs.
My fan fiction.
Yeah, you are.
getting a more and more convoluted fan fiction because we already had the princess and her maid and the love triangle with Captain Elliot, and now we're adding Reeves.
How steamy like Doctor one with Captain Elliot and Dr. Roy.
This is true.
And then Reeves came in.
You were carrying him while he was clutching your clothing.
Yeah, he could smell my cologne. It was really intimate.
Bridal style.
Yeah, bridal style.
Yeah,
it's all accurate.
But yeah, I want to kind of creep up this thing.
Fair enough.
Well, I think the princess will be near Captain Elliot because he's still a captain, so he might still not be crazy. Also, there's no creeping. She'll be shouting for Freddy. Freddy!
All right.
So subtle.
I will not be making you do stealth checks then.
No, because then we can't fumble them.
Miss Price.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Probably close to the front.
You've lost Sterling. You've lost Stone.
I'll put myself close to Mr. Marquez because we're buddies now, apparently.
Instant best friends.
Yes.
Bond forged in Brooklyn.
Both New Yorkers, both making up our own, it's good.
Lying-ass New Yorkers.
So as you're sneaking through, there's this pretty little area with tall trees and little seats where people can pretend they're still farmers while my dog goes a little bit crazy. You hear the baying of hounds in the distance again. Yeah. So you take the long way around until before you see the Folly, which is a small stone building with two of those disgustingly idyllic stone bridges leading up to it. And there appears to be a light inside it.
Of course there is.
Well, it seems we've gone somewhere right for a change.
So let me get this clear. You've been calling out for your dog the whole time. Hold on, Jason. They
Yes.
can hear us coming. That's what I'm trying to understand here.
Yes.
There's no point in speaking.
Well, I don't think we've ever been successfully sneaky yet, so I didn't make. I mean, you're carrying a huge sword, and you don't have the lightest footfall, Mr. Dr. Johnny.
Yeah, all of those. Good point. I don't have the lightest footfall. In fact, I think I have a pretty heavy footfall. And he kicks in the door to the thing.
Well, that's one way to make sure we're getting
Sparta kicks it.
All right, you kick in the stone door.
No, it's stone.
Can I
Nailed it.
have a strength check?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is you should be able to do this considering your stats. I mean,
No, it's just a strength.
Famous last words.
It's not a skill; it's a characteristic. Correct.
I don't think you have a skill that says door kicking, but if
Is
you
there
can
like
find it on your sheet.
No, I think it's just strength. Here we go.
Success.
Nicely done. Well, the door was partly open, so kicking it open further succeeds, and you do not break your foot. Well done. Clap, clap,
Nailed it.
clap, clap. As you kick the door open, you see the inside of the Folly, which is mainly empty. There's a stone floor, a lantern in one of the windows, and a hatch that seems to lead down. Considering it's a hatch in the floor, you assume it doesn't lead up, you know?
Okay.
Yep.
Grab the lantern.
One shouldn't
Over
assume.
I will point out to all of you, after you left the main house, previously two of you noticed that the light in the house was weird and a little purplish. As you would have snuck outside, all of you would have noticed that the sky has a purple cast with green shadows. That looks like there's a dim purple sun behind the clouds.
I would have
You're starting to get the feeling that maybe time's running out a little bit.
I would have asked, is this normal, like Northern Lights or something? I'm not
No.
from here. Captain Elliot, is this
No,
like an
it
autumn
really-
thing, equinox?
No, it really is not.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to get on with this.
Mhm.
You hold my sword real fast here, Miss Price.
Can
Can I call you
yeah,
Lizzie?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Dude. Jordan, I might like just drop a little because
That thing's huge.
He takes the lantern and he's gonna lift up the hatch and like take a couple steps down and then get his sword back.
But
All right.
but if the sky is purple, it's not just this house. I thought it was just the house that was being weird.
Apparently, it looks like the whole estate.
Well, if the sky is bigger than this is
Perhaps it's
I threw logic out the window about
Yeah, none of this makes
look
sense.
that.
it could be a localized area effect.
I
It
was
looks
still
to
going
be
with-
at least horizon to horizon.
I was
That's
going
really
with a
shit.
prank and a serial killer, but this seems a tiny bit bigger.
Yes, that seems. Yeah. Right, I've got the lantern. At this point, I'm kind of screwing my courage up, and I'm going to go. Okay, let's go down this hole.
Mr. Marquez is on the first few steps. It is a set of stone stairs leading down. They look slippery.
Mm-hmm.
They look wet, but not with water. And the lantern doesn't seem to be able to cast light as far down as you would expect if this was a normal thing.
Hey, did we get those rocks?
No, I didn't carry any of them. I'm not touching that thing again.
Yeah, it's too late now. Oh well. Anyway, let's continue, I guess. Everyone cool to keep going?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, why would we go down into this hole?
You're welcome
In
to
the
stay
ground.
inside, princess.
Because I think that this is where the bad people are.
Yeah, is that thumping
Yes,
getting
let's
loud
go
in your
to
head?
the murderers. It's a very good idea.
That way, we're taking the initiative rather than waiting for them to come to us.
Fair enough. Let's
Mm-hmm.
go down.
Right? I'm keeping you in the same marching order.
Sure, I'll
Yeah.
Reese will go down second to last. I'll go down last.
Okay. Are you bringing Alida down? Make me a psychology roll. Just you.
I'm very successful.
Oh wow!
Nice.
If there's anybody you know like the back of your hand, it's your maid.
Yes.
Alida seems to be sharper here. She looks around like this place isn't entirely new to her.
Darling, are you getting some memories back?
It looks a little familiar, I guess, but
Oké. Kijk, denk na. Was jij hier?
niet hier, maar de trap.
Oh, crap. Guys, Alida's getting some memories back, and she says she's been down there.
Looks like
Does
we're
she-
heading in the right spot then.
Does she remember what's down?
Darling?
She's gone, just pale.
Oh, I think we can surmise not good.
Okay.
Shocking.
Okay. Click.
All right, Mr. Marquez. Heading down these stairs that look slippery with something that isn't water. As the light won't cast as far as it's supposed to go. You
Love that
descend,
for me.
possibly slowly. Are you just stomping on down, or you're taking any kind of care?
He's being careful, like, to not fall, but he's not trying to be quiet because he's just given up.
Perfect. I just needed to know if you were just... Yeah, no dexterity check to see if you fall on your face required, since you're trying to at least be moderately quiet, or at least moderately careful. You come to the foot of the stairs into an underground area that looks, I don't know what you expected, but it's pretty big. The folly was very small, but this room is actually quite large. At least that's what you think, because your lantern doesn't illuminate any of the walls. You do see a floor that is, well, I think the best word would say drenched in blood. There seems to be a stone altar. There's a body, or at least you see feet on the floor, which reminds you of how you found Mr. Devereaux.
Oh.
But that's all that is currently being illuminated.
Is she actually coming down with me, or is she resisting?
No, she's resisting. She doesn't want to go back down there.
Okay, don't leave her.
I will not leave her. If she's not going down, I'm not going down. I can't leave her alone up here.
I'll leave Reeves with her.
Last time, we lost them together, remember?
At least that way they'll be together and they won't be alone.
You know what? You take Reeves, I'll stay with her. I will not go down. I will take out my gun and stand guard at the top of the hatch.
All right. We have a rear guard
Okay.
and a doctor who, I don't know, are you communicating this back to your party in any way, or is it just...
Hold on. Are you asking me if I'm telling him, hey, there's blood all over the floor? Or I thought we could all see it. Or is that just something he saw?
It's something you saw because you are
okay.
at the foot of the
At the
stairs
front, okay.
already. The rest is still up behind you because it's seriously single file stairs.
Okay, I gotcha. Hey, it's blood all over the floor, so watch your step, I guess. All over. You staying up there, princess? You want to get the hem of your dress all...
Hem of my dress, you know very well you lent me some clothes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You look great.
Thank you. I will be making sure nothing comes in after you.
All right. You got a gun, right?
I do.
Lit. All right. I mean, I wouldn't say lit. It's 19.
No, you wouldn't. It's 1924. This one, no.
I would say, jinkies. I don't know.
I think we have like a 1920s like slang.
Someone
thing
linked
somewhere.
a slang thing in the Discord earlier.
It's way back there though.
Hang on. There's a search function. I'll look it up while you people keep going on. I have nothing to do anyway.
Yeah, so there's blood all over the floor. Like all over. So maybe don't touch it or step in it, because as germs, as you know, I'm kind of not really a doctor, but
Kinda.
I know that germs aren't real. I mean, are real, and that they will hurt you. So don't do that. Yeah. So y'all want to keep going? Just kind of maybe avoid the blood a little bit as much as you can.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to get answers otherwise, so...
Yeah, we just got to press on here. I think that's what we need to do here. All right, I continue forward.
Okay. As you head further into this room, the light still fails to illuminate any walls. Are you heading straight forward? Are you looking for edges of the room? What's happening?
Go ahead, Si.
You carry on. No, carry on.
No, you go ahead.
I was about to say I'm going to sort of drop back and sort of see if I can hide in the shadows a bit and see if anything jumps out so I can intercept it.
He did roll a stealth check for this already, so you are hidden a little bit.
Okay, good.
I am still wondering which direction Mr. Marquez is
I
heading
don't
in.
see any walls. I think he just like the
There-
stairs.
You saw feet and an altar and blood.
Okay. He's gonna go towards the feet.
All right. As you head towards the feet, the light illuminates slightly more of the body on the ground. And it's Mr. Connor.
Yeah, alright. I'm not sad about it, but I'm gonna search his shit.
The first thing you notice is that even though his clothes are still on, most of his chest is gone. And he has been, to use the more scientific term, exsanguinated.
Ari's
So
just gonna
it's all his.
kind of lean to the side and look over. Didn't that happen to the other guy that we found?
Nah, he had his heart was gone.
Yeah,
His
but the
whole-
chest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look a little closer, even though you're not really a doctor, which we'll never let go, I think even a layperson can tell when the lungs have been removed, and they have.
That's where the lungs go, Miss Price. To Lizzie.
So they're collecting body parts.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna build like a. Let me make sure that this book has been written. Please hold.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, published in
18.
something.
Yeah, maybe they're
18
trying to
something.
make
It's fine.
what if they're trying to make a Frankenstein's monster? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to meet that sort
I will
of
call
thing.
into the hatch. Did you find anything? Nothing up here.
Nothing that you want to see.
Oh, Captain, you've told me this before. I can handle it.
I know you can handle it, but you still don't want to see it.
No, I don't want to see it. I want you to tell me what it is.
If Miss Marquez, sorry,
Miss-
Mr. I'm assuming marriage already. If Mr. Marquez and Miss Price could make me some sanity rolls, because this is pretty severe gore, even for fake doctor gang members.
Mr. Connor won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah, he's really.
Then he
he's really,
wasn't.
That's the wrong roll.
Someone took his breath away.
Oh, whoops! My bad.
So he wasn't the killer. That's a
Well,
good thing.
he could still have been the killer and then been eviscerated.
He's not the only killer.
Miss Price?
Sorry.
Yeah, someone really
Sanity
took.
check to deal with the gore.
Aha!
After seeing someone's heart ripped out and watching Captain Elliot die, apparently you're sturdy people
Good.
who will only take
Oh.
half damage.
We grew up in New York. Hey, Lizzie. You know we see this shit every day on the street corners.
You only take 4 sanity damage as you bluster and bluff. Even though the fact that you're in this room that's covered in blood, finding more corpses across from a stone altar might be rattling you a little.
Yeah, no, we're totally totally used to this.
Of
Yeah.
course you are.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look at this altar then.
Yeah.
Alright, you head over to the stone altar, which is... It's very crude. It's uncarved. There's no decorations or anything. It's literally just a bunch of stacked slabs of stone. It seems to be just pretty local stone. Like, we're not talking fancy marble or anything. It's just crude. And it looks very, 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 very old. Much older than the folly could
Yeah.
possibly be.
Okay. Do I see any dogs?
No, but you hear them. Also,
Um,
Princess Sophia hears dogs as well, but it's not Freddy.
Ready,
It's probably the Hound of the Bloody Baskervilles. without that.
darling.
I love that book. Sorry. Keep
Such a
going.
good book.
Okay, is there anything on the altar?
Any kind of symbols or anything?
I was thinking like ritual dagger or.
Well,
bolt
that
with a
too,
blood.
but
No, but you do see that, like, it's covered in blood, obviously, but there are pieces of stone that look like they had something on it as it was being doused in blood and therefore are still clean. So you see outlines. You see an outline of what you assume, considering what you saw when you were unconscious, would be a book.
Right.
And you see the outline of...
A body.
No, it's much smaller than that. More like either bowls or cups or flasks or just round indentations.
Right. Chalices, possibly.
Possibly.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else in this room apart from this?
Maybe a spot hidden check.
Okie dokie. Extreme success.
Nice.
Nicely done. You are looking everywhere.
Yep.
And at some point, as you're just like you're touching walls and scuffing your feet across the floor to see if there's anything you've missed. At some point, as you're scuffing your feet across the floor, something feels off. Like it's not stone covered in blood, but something else.
Okay. I'll
As you-
examine that more closely.
As you bend down to look at it, you find a piece of paper, again, which apparently these cultists really like writing things down. But in this case, it's not actually a journal or a shipping manifest or a book of the dead. It is a business card for a tailor in London.
Do I recognize the name?
Yes, it's the one Miss Stone was recommending to everyone when they wanted to know who did her pants. Trousers! Trousers! Trousers!
The plot, it thickens.
I heard business card and I'm like, I know things.
Well, I mean, Mr. Connor may have been given one, and
He might
given
have.
the amount of blood of everywhere, and the fact that he's missing a front of his chest, I think he may have contributed the blood. So it could have been torn off his body when his chest got burst, or something similar.
I think the much more likely solution here is that there's an evil demon, okay, that makes pants for women in order to convert them into cultists, and that's why feminism is no.
They had us in the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Mr. Marquez, are you saying something about killing women in pants?
No.
Trousers? Should I
No.
take them all?
No,
What's happening?
No, don't do that.
No, he just wants to give them all a bath.
Are you against
Everyone needs
feminism?
Absolutely not. I have
Women should
a
have
wife.
the vote.
I can't be a misogynist. I have a wife and a daughter.
And
That does not preclude you from being a misogynist, but I'm glad at least someone showed you the light.
No, I do have a wife, but we're not
Not together
not
anymore.
romantically involved, you know.
And did she take everything from you in the divorce? Do you need to talk this out?
No, we're just friends.
Oh, sorry.
All right, look. All right. I like men. But you can't do that in England right now. So I have a friend of mine.
Well, you can. It's just frowned upon.
Yeah, we just
Not at Eton. You can do that at Eton.
All right. Well,
Oh, but then you just call them rowing buddies.
Yeah, he's my rowing. But anyway, so we have a partnership that's really more business than you know.
You have a beard.
I have well, I'm her beard too, so it works. You know, that's why I got the.
I get it completely.
Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that about me because I wrote it in my character sheet. So
I'm really, really hoping it's not going to come up in any way.
Mr. Marquez,
yeah.
did I just hear you say you're one of those?
Yeah.
Good for you.
He's a sword fighter.
I'm a sword swallower.
At least we know who's winning.
Now, that's why you have the sword. You see, this is a metaphor.
It all makes sense. We're good. We're good.
Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you. I knew you would know. I knew you'd understand.
So are you compensating for anything with the size of the sword?
Well, it's not sure. To be fair, I think the correct English expression is he bats for the other side.
There you go. I'm on the other cricket team.
Oh, in the Netherlands we call them a Knight of the Chocolate Order.
Oh. This is horrible and great.
We're learning so much about each other today.
I went to a Spartan boarding school, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought you guys should know before I die. So,
At least throw it all out there.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you know.
All right.
all right. Yeah. So the altar we got, and then there was the blood, right?
Yes.
Those are the three things in the room. I mean, it's just blood, right? Anyone want to check that out, or
Sort of taste it.
Check the blood. I mean, what more can we do with the blood? It's blood.
I don't think I'm going to be collecting.
Things to do with blood.
Finger painting.
I mean,
Well, there is some finger painting happening on the walls.
oh,
hey.
he puts the lantern up. There's finally a wall.
Yes, finally a wall. This place is pretty big, actually, and very. The stonework's very uneven. It looks like it was hewn very long ago, and not by people who were particularly interested in straight lines. Oh God, I want to make so many straight jokes now.
Same, yeah.
Is there anything straight in this campaign?
Your keeper, and I think that's it. You see the words that resemble the script that you found in the undecipherable code, which was in fact deciphered correctly. And then there's just bloody handprints, and there's 4 of them.
4 bloody handprints. Do they seem like different handprints, or it's the same handprint 4 times?
They look, at least 3 of them are different sizes, and one of them you're not quite sure about.
Are any of them bigger than my hands? He holds his hand up to the wall.
Your hands are ginormous, right? Yeah, none of them are bigger than your hand.
Good.
You still win.
No. It's nice to know that we've got the big one on our side.
Yeah.
But don't discount the big Frankenstein's monster.
Well, I'd rather not. Let's hope that doesn't actually exist.
All right, that's just my theory.
Well, in the absence of giving it just one quick look around further, I think we found everything we're going to find here. Let's get out.
All right.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay.
And I'll let everybody go up, and I'll come up last.
All right. You all come back up to the top of the folly, which is the same as it was before, surprisingly, and contains Princess Sophia and her maid.
Excellent.
Again, surprisingly.
Oh, good. Nobody disappeared on us.
Everything is exactly as it seems, surprisingly.
Well, as you look outside, because again, this is fairly open, so you have a view of the house and a view of the grounds and the park and etc. Everything's normally beautiful. The sky, which was purple with green accents, now has shadows moving in it. And you notice that the decorative pond/lake has turned very much black. And there appear to be things writhing just beneath the surface.
I think we should stay well away from the little lake.
I was going to use that to go to break, but I'm not sure our producer is ready for us.
I think Princess Sophia is needing a sanity check because she's been telling herself this is a prank, this is like a deranged killer, but this
Rule
is
sanity, I have to go pee super, super bad, and I will be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, I failed my sanity roll!
Uh-oh.
Finally!
In which case, I'm going to take 30 seconds to go off camera to go and get a drink. 2 secs.
Welcome to this brief intermission on Call of Cthulu Deviant Diners.
Welcome.
Yes, we actually.
Yeah, that's.
Our producer is there. Okay,
We'll be back.
Break. 15 minutes. Bye.
Bye. Wait.
Are we gone?
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Cool.
Yep,
If
we're
you get
good.
a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase virtual tabletop. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link.
welcome back to Call of Cthulhu, where I just chastised the cats I'm herding to save their inter-class bickering for on-stream. Before we get into whether or not royalty and aristocracy are in any way similar as to when they die in a Call of Cthulhu campaign, I would like to thank our sponsor, Roll20, who is actually rolling pretty well for most of you tonight. However,
makes a change.
Just as we were leaving this lovely, lovely area of the estate, said previously mentioned royalty failed a sanity roll. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the damage for you.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll that, will you?
Well, that's a 1, so you're still fine.
I am actually fine.
I will get you, yeah.
This is fine. I'm at 65 sanity. I would just
Every
like to
time I
remind
roll
you.
for Captain Elliot, I crit, and this is the second one I roll for you.
And that
Do
is
you
royal-
have stocks in Roll20?
No, it's just royalty. Royalty versus aristocracy. It's very simple.
Oh my god, you're all still snobs. It's the same thing.
Oh, I wear a crown, darling.
I'm just
Right now, you're both wearing trousers. Carry on.
That doesn't have to be the case.
Please don't take off your trousers on stream.
I was going to go in game, maybe.
In game, fine. No,
All
in
of you to
game.
assume I'm wearing trousers
Mr.
right now.
Marquez, you were saying that women in trousers were getting murdered? It was a plot against women in trousers? What's wrong?
Oh yeah, feminism is your downfall.
Yeah, that's. I was just joking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you joking about the Night of the Chocolate Order thing?
No, not one joking about
Oh, good for you. Just keep it quiet. They're not as... they don't like that around here.
that. Yeah, no, I feel like we're all about to die, so, you know.
So yes, again, the sky is purple, little green accents, and the lake is writhing.
Yeah, we're not
you're steering clear of the lake.
Yeah.
I do think...
No.
I know Princess Sophia was kind enough to volunteer for the sanity roll, but the fact that there's, writhing tentacles in the lake as the sky turns black and green might also constitute some sanity rolls for the rest of you.
That's fair.
I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
You just want us all mad by the end of this.
Well, eventually, yes. Oh god, it's Captain Elliot who feels again. Do you
But they
have...
all get that one, right? That one.
No, I'm gonna roll again. Do you have 70 luck? No, never mind. It's a sanity roll. They get to share this roll because you volunteered. You got your own roll. So full for Captain Elliot and half for Miss Price and Mr. Marquez.
Watch this be a 10.
It's a 2. You're fine.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh,
Oh man, Roll20 is your friend tonight.
Point of order. Captain Elliot actually can't lose any sanity points because he has about a
Yeah.
no, actually that wore off a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Which I let
Did you
him
get a
know
new
in
one?
chat.
so I take the sanity damage.
Wow, damn it.
All 2 of them. But yes, I would like to. Well, you don't have to tell me your complete plan of action, but you can, if you could at least let me know what you're doing in the moment. You don't have to share your plans with me. I know I'm your keeper.
Well, I think the servants' quarters is the last place that we haven't searched, so I assume we're going to go there. And I would give this pond a very, very wide berth.
That's very fair. I
15
do
or
believe there
20
were
feet.
more
There were a
items on your
couple.
list, but if you want to go to the servant court, that's absolutely fine. Just know that the statement is the only place we haven't looked is patently false. It's a logical next journey, but
That's what we were talking about going next time. Or
Are
next,
there any other?
so.
Are there any other buildings apart? From
There's
this
a
one?
hothouse, the orangerie, 5 garden sheds, servants' hall, and the stables we did go to. So the hothouse and the garden sheds we haven't visited.
Okay.
What is a hothouse?
And there
Like
were
a greenhouse.
flowers.
Oh,
greenhouse.
okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In which servants' quarters next, then I think.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently. All right. If you're giving the lake a very wide berth, you end up trekking around the north. The path that you followed to the lake was like path 1 or 2 decorative trees lake, so that would still leave you like within a few feet of the lake. So going around without going near the lake, you have to go around the other side, which does put you within view of the orangerie, which I still don't know how you say it in English because you stole that word from the French so hard.
Which one?
Orangerie.
Orangerie. I don't even want to
Orangerie.
hear. I don't even want to hear Mr. Marquez try to say this.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, if you can.
Like orange, but with IE at the end.
It's an orangery. Obviously, it's an orangery.
Of course.
There you go.
Orangery.
Orangerie.
This hurts.
It hurts. It physically hurts.
Send me Dutch words and I'll say them in a Brooklyn accent.
Ooh.
Oh. Let's make that bonus content for on the Patreon or something.
Yeah. Bonus content is a 5-minute video of me saying whatever words in whatever languages you want in a horrible Brooklyn accent. And a southern accent. A real southern one. Buongiorno. Arrivederci.
See, now that is the bonus content people will join for.
Yeah.
All right. You see the orangery in the distance, currently unlit, as you trek around towards the large area of the servant quarters, which is also unlit.
Okay. Do we want to go and search that first?
These
Yeah.
flies are
Yeah,
getting
sure.
annoying.
Oh,
Does anyone else hear and feel all the flies?
Yeah, no, it's really, really creeping up my neck. I'm getting kind of nervous about it. I don't like bugs.
okay.
No,
Well, let's move on then. Let's not stay.
Yeah, let's
here.
keep moving. Let's go on in here.
They're noticeably intermittent.
The flies?
Yes.
Intermittent flies.
Tag, that's my new band name.
Fair enough.
Praying mantis and the intermittent flies.
That's a good one. I'm
Nice.
Ooh. You and me, Captain. We're gonna do it.
I'll be your manager.
Yeah. Wait,
Alright.
shouldn't you be the singer?
Yeah, you should probably sing.
I really shouldn't.
No, she shouldn't. I love her, but no.
No, I have many talents. Singing is not among them.
Well, she can sing,
Anywho.
she just can't keep it quiet.
To quote the Morecambe and Wise
I love you.
sketch, you're singing all the right notes, not necessarily in the right order, I grant you, but you're singing all
Alright.
the right notes.
Let's
See
get
the
on-
corpse
let's
of a
get on in
dog
here.
dangling across the right.
Oh no, really?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
Perhaps one of the players should stop insulting the keeper.
I'm stuffed anyway.
No, I'm talking about the princess. You can do whatever you want.
Oh dear.
Let's go on in here. See
Yeah,
what's
let's-
going on.
I'm with Mr. Marquez here. Let's explore this orangery further.
Yes, servants' quarters.
Yeah, servants' quarters.
Right. All right. You enter the building. It is the building itself is quite large, but all the areas are pretty narrow. They clearly just tried to squeeze a lot of people in to, they're servants. They don't need personal space. You just need to stuff a lot of them into a little area and they just need to hang in there. Their flies are more present here. There's more of them. It is dark and it is seemingly empty.
Are
And you're
these
you're on the ground floor. This is a multi-story building.
How many
And-
stories are there? please?
3.
Okay.
It's quite narrow. There's a coat rack with lots of stuff on it.
so just
Are these like
quick-
small flies or the big, fat black ones?
Big fat black ones.
Ah.
Let's have a quick look through the rooms. Quickly search the coats that are hanging up. Let's see if we can find something.
All right.
Yep.
Let's start with spot hiddens for everyone.
Oh, success.
Nicely done.
Hey.
No, but hey.
Most of you are doing well.
Pez.
Miss Price is just like swatting at flies, like just.
Yeah.
Most of you find just not to sound denigrating, but regular servant stuff. Boots that are well kept but clearly very old. Clothes that have been handed down. The uniforms they're expected to wear during fancy occasions. You do see a lot more stuff than you've seen servants. And you also find like they share a bathroom with mirrors. The mirrors have all been smashed.
Ooh.
And Mr. Marquez finds like it looks like a journal, but from someone who's not very literate but very enthusiastic. So it's hard to read, and it just starts very common, describing how it's a woman's journal. She came here, used to live in the country, sending home to her parents, blah 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 blah, until several weeks ago when she suddenly starts describing how more and more of the staff is starting to see things in the reflections, and how some people are hearing a heartbeat when there shouldn't be, and how people are either quitting or disappearing.
Anatole, for example.
I think the princess will be very annoyed with all of this and try and grab a big piece of mirror.
A big shard.
And say, well, I'm going to look into this and see what's coming, because
don't do that.
Apparently, yes, I am. She's not very wise.
You're looking into
Yes.
the shard of mirror. You see Alida behind you. Next to her is an elderly gentleman. Who has blood leaking from his throat.
Nice. Can I try it without looking at the spot touching?
You can touch your maid. You can't touch the elderly
next
gentleman.
to her. Do I feel anything?
No. But
No,
as you're
okay.
groping,
Princess, are you feeling?
Alide's throat also starts bleeding.
No. And when I look back, is it still bleeding?
No.
Okay, good. Okay.
Give me a sanity roll for that one.
I know what I'm doing.
It's fine. You're just gonna look in the reflections. That's driving people insane.
That's fine. Unless you roll a 10, but it's fine. Yes.
2.
See here, 2. It's a little
You
bit.
take 2.
Little bit unsettling, but I'm fine. I will relay everything I'm seeing and also say that what I'm seeing is not real, and I'm seeing an old man, and I'm describing him. And does Miss Price recognize this description?
That's what I was actually going to ask with the description.
The description matches Lord Dorsey.
Well, let me see if I can communicate with the dead man. Lord Dorsey, is that you? Waving into the mirror. No?
As you take the mirror, like you put it down to converse with.
No, I've kept looking at it and just running commentary.
Fair enough. You see no response from Lord Dorsey. Alida's continuing to, like, the bleeding has stopped, but you know this black spread from where Captain Elliot touched the stone. You see that starting to blossom across her chest. And if you
I
look
keep
behind
checking
you,
if it's real. Yeah.
if you look behind you, you do see black veins coming out from under.
Okay, well, I'll drop it down and go check with her if it's okay.
As soon as you put the mirror down, they're gone.
Okay. I put the mirror back up.
They start creeping towards her heart.
Okay. Put it down. Okay. This was an interesting experiment. It's kind of real.
You're really following the scientific what the hell is it called?
Method.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Well, I've been telling you all this time that I don't want to buy into anything if it's nonsense. So I need my own facts. So there is a fact that we can all see the old man who is apparently the ghost of Lord Dorsey. Apparently the mirrors not only show us things but do things. Are you okay, darling?
Alida was a little more present while you were in the folly and is just descended into her 1,000-yard stare again. What are you still looking at her? Are you checking her?
I will drop to eye level.
Because you're so freaking tall.
I'm so freaking tall. Look her in the eye, try and make contact.
Make me a little spot hidden check.
Okay.
Or psychology, whichever is higher.
Yeah, psychology.
Being very generous here.
Oh, luck.
8 points luck.
I will luck into that.
You're looking into her eyes.
Yes.
Looking for a reaction. Again, her pupils aren't dilating quite normally. They're too wide and a little slow. You know how people have these markings in their irises?
Yeah.
They seem to be black.
That's not good.
I mean, she hasn't been herself all. Well, I don't know if it's evening, afternoon, or morning, but something on the inside might be that's just. Captain, how's your finger?
It should be fine. I leached it.
The finger, it's still there, but the blackness is spreading across the hair veins.
Oh.
And we have no idea how long she was holding this rock thing, right?
No.
No idea.
She doesn't have it now, does she?
No. That Miss Johnson girl like kicked it away or something.
Are you frisking her? Was this you frisking her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding this to the fan fiction.
Yeah, there you go. I don't want to go there. She's not carrying a rock right now.
I will kiss her. You can't get any reaction.
On the mouth?
Well, yes.
I knew it.
Of course. Why would I bring my own maid?
Johnny Marquez fully goes for a high five.
While she's making out with her maid.
Yes.
Does that get any reaction? It's true love's fucking kiss.
She actually tries to pull away a little.
Nope.
Okay, can I sanity check for this then?
Of course you can. Your
We've been
lover
together
is
for
rejecting
years. For years.
I just like to say that I called this on like episode 3.
Yes, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
We will
That's
lose.
I will point out you can choose to fail a roll if you think something is deeply unsettling to a character.
Well, I will lose sanity anyway. It's
true.
just how much.
This is also true. But if you feel like, even if I would normally...
Yes, I would fill this. She's been gone. She's lost her memory, and she's got black things in her eyes, and now she's trying to pull away from me. Me! This is just... It's just no. Just no.
That's an 8.
I'm at 55.
Would you do me a favor and roll a d10? Yes.
How do I do that again?
/R.
/R d10 or /roll d10 or click the little d20 mark in the sidebar.
This is a 9. Why?
I'm just gonna text you something. Oh, actually, I don't want to. Can you roll me a D100, please?
But why?
Reasons.
66.
For reasons.
6. Let me. Oh, there it is.
Don't kill my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. I'm not killing your girlfriend.
No, you're just killing me.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh my god, I love random tables so much.
Why did I get a random table roll? I did nothing wrong.
The temporary insanity, probably.
You offered, I'd just like to throw this out, you offered for this. I'll do it. Oh, why?
I'm sorry, I just got told what my temporary insanity is.
Should I be concerned?
I will say to Miss Price and Alida, okay, come guys, just let us, we'll go back to the house. Just us. Let's go.
Wait, what?
No, let's go. We need to get away from them. We need to get away from them. This is all wrong.
Get away from Johnny and the captain?
Yes, and that man of his. This is they're dangerous. They're just out to kill us, and this is no. It's let's go. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna.
I will start pulling them.
Alida follows you meekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be pulled, and I feel I'm just gonna look back to Johnny and the captain.
Do you want help? You want help? Okay. He just wraps a huge arm around Elizabeth Price.
I will grab my gun and point it at you.
What?
Let go of her now. It's always the same.
All right.
Your kind is just no.
Oh, now let's not get racist now, okay? Let's tone that down there, princess.
This has nothing to do with race. It's all to do with just men. Let's go.
Oh, okay, that's understandable. Can I make a roll, which is fighting, brawl, and try to punch the gun out of her hand?
Yes, you can actually.
What do I roll for that to make sure he doesn't? I will shoot him. I will shoot him, actually.
Hang on. Let me just go to the combat part of the role-playing book.
I'm sorry, I have to. She made me.
I know, I understand completely.
I wasn't saying sorry to you.
Hang on, is this no, it's not hand-to-hand, it's hand-to-gun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's hand-to-hand.
I know, but
there's a gun in the hand.
we're just gonna call this combat between the two of you.
Okay.
Which one of you has the highest dexterity?
Mine's 55.
Mine too.
Okay.
All right, both roll me a D100.
Just a D100, not like a fight brawl?
I want to see if she has a chance to shoot you before your fist makes contact with the gun. Basically, this is the sloppy version of initiative, because normally Call of Cthulhu goes on dex purely.
Is higher better or lower better?
Yeah,
I
can't, I don't know.
Lower is always better.
Lower is better in Cthulhu.
Okay, thanks.
He goes like this. He goes, all right. Let's just take it real slow. Bam!
You see how they are. Let's go.
Roll me a brawl check to see how well you hit.
Oh, I'm using luck on that. No way.
All right.
No way.
No?
I'm using
luck
on that.
Yeah. All right, you're using luck on this. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In that case, could you also roll me damage?
Damage? Oh no.
Your brawl does damage.
Oh yeah, he has.
You're breaking her hand.
I don't actually know how to do that.
It's
a weapon, unarmed, fighting brawl, 1d3 plus. Got it.
1d3 plus your damage bonus, which is based on your build.
And the damage bonus, I think, is a d6.
No, he has a +2.
It's an 8. Or it says
So
It's a
how much
D4,
damage
you get
do
a
I
2.
get?
I did 5
Straight up.
damage.
5. Yeah. Is your
You just knocked your block off.
is your strength plus size under 164? I thought you were way above.
Strength plus size? Me?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
strength is 75 and my size is 70, so that's 145.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, you're weaker than I thought you were. No, then this checks out. This is fine. The sheet did it right. But Princess Sophia takes 5 damage from being punched in the hand
Yeah,
as your gun clatters to the floor.
I think Johnny went for the hand, but had a bit of follow through because I'm now at 6 hit points.
Lizzie, grab the gun.
Like most of you know how, I don't know if you actually know how that feels, but when it feels like there's not just something broken, but when there's like nerve damage and it like travels with your arm a bit, like your hand is just doesn't do what it's supposed to do right now.
I will fall down screaming, see, they're all bad. It's all men. They're all trying to get us. They'll kill us.
Lizzie, grab the gun.
We need to take
I'm
them
grabbing
out.
that gun.
Leonida's just looking
My madness was
completely
just
surprised.
proven fucking right, you know that.
What? All right, look. I don't know, Captain.
Men are evil. All men are evil and out to get us. They will kill us all. Kill us all.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
they're very close to you, and one of them just punched you.
I think
Yeah.
I think Princess Sophia's puppy has slipped the leash. Quite an expression.
Yeah, I think that
They
happened
took Freddy.
Couple of marbles short.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if she wants to go wander off so she feels a bit safe for a little while,
Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe go, cuddle up, hang out, be good, lay down for a little bit, have a bath.
I will crawl out on all 3s because one is not working. Try and drag Alita with
Accurate.
me.
All right. Look, y'all understand why I did that, right? She was gonna shoot me. I
No.
don't want to hurt her.
No, I
Mr. Marquez, I completely understand. You acted in self-defense.
So the princess is now outside in the dark without a gun, screaming that all men are evil.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me on a Tuesday, babe. Like, I don't know.
should somebody should we stay close? But
I'm not gonna lie to you, Lizzie. We don't got time for this shit. This whole tentacles in the lake, this whole green shadows. I don't like this. It's not good color theory. All right. So what we're gonna do is
And at that point, I walk back in and say, I don't know what came over me. Is everyone all right? My arm doesn't seem to work.
Oh, you good?
No.
I
Her arm isn't working.
I think she may have released the puppy.
Oh, did you find your dog?
Did you find your sisters, Captain Elliot? You were not the sanest man a few minutes ago.
Hello?
This isn't a competition.
Hello.
let me, Princess, let me see your hand. I'm gonna make a medicine check on it.
Yes, make a medicine check on her arm.
All right, here we go.
Can I just say at this point,
If you fumble, she's fucked.
No.
You
I'm gonna
can
use
luck
luck.
that.
I'm gonna use luck.
You
Another
better
4 luck.
fucking luck that.
I'm running out of luck real fast, but it's
The princess regains 1d3 health points, and the doctor gets to roll those.
Oh, I
Yeah, just roll a d6 and half it.
Oh, okay.
Or not, just it's always a minimum of 1.
So I get a 1.
You get 1 whole point back as the doctor sort of sets your wrists a little bit.
Well, thank you, Doctor. That
Puts a
helps.
band-aid on it. There you go. That's good.
At least it's not going to get worse, you know?
It'll get worse.
You know, the thing is, I wasn't wrong. I mean, the patriarchy is inherently evil, but it's not your fault.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. My wife and I talk
Exactly.
about this all the time. It's bullshit. That's
It's
why
just-
I generally target old men in power because
Excuse me. I just don't know what came over me. It's just I was so scared of all of you. And I mean, you're not that powerful. I mean, can I get my gun back? I promise it won't happen again.
Can I psychology to make sure like she's actually got her?
Yeah, can I help with that? Can I assist with that? I'm also gonna look her
course.
over. Yeah.
She seems fine.
Totally fine.
I assisted. You get advantage, right?
I don't think Call of
Or
Cthulhu
did I
only
have-
does
okay.
advantage. We have the advantage on the overlay to remember that sometimes I will allow someone to turn a fail into a success.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't write down. I don't think any of you had an advantage left. I think I was the only one.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Because
You can make your own check.
You
Oh,
kept
okay.
trying. You kept trying to use your advantages to get Captain Elliot on his feet again.
Yeah, we tried. Can I
And
make my own
like
check
every
or-
advantage you fumbled
Everyone, keep reminding me, huh? Oof.
That was
until the end of time, which
can I
is
make my own
soon,
check or
actually.
no?
Yeah, you can.
Boy. Hey, checks out. Give her a gun back. She's
Look.
totally fine.
I'm gonna happily hand it over.
She might be one of the most stable people in this group.
I'm standing
I'm
here
fine.
watching this, completely kind of, what is going on?
Well, I obviously looked in the mirror too long, Captain.
Yeah.
Don't
that's what
look in
happens.
the mirrors.
I think what is going on is like an excellent tagline for this show.
What is going
Call
on?
of Cthulhu cooking show. What's going on?
Yeah,
Call of Cthulhu. Down with the patriarchy.
WTF is going on?
There you go. All right. So should we continue? Bouts of madness aside,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
get on with this. Where are we going next?
Point of order.
was the founder and first
Oh,
What?
You're all hearing voices.
Point of order. Anik, did you
Yes.
actually roll the fear of men? Or
I
did.
did.
You oh my
That's
god.
fucking great. Fantastic.
No, actually, no. Full disclosure. I thought I wasn't looking at Roll20, and I thought you said 6 instead of 66, and 6 is fear of men, and it should have been 66. But I'll save that for another time because that one's also really good and something I can actually personally relate to. So I would love for one of you to get that phobia at some point. So
apparently my Alexa. I'm not gonna. My, little assistant started. Thought I was having a conversation.
yeah, we heard.
Yeah,
No,
thanks.
Endgame Cthulhu is every time you lose more than 5 sanity in one go, there's a bout of temporary insanity. And then there's also a rule about losing a certain amount of sanity within a day, in which days are defined by the keeper, which means all of you are still in the same day.
Yeah.
So temporary insanity is going to be happening a little more often.
Did you read up on the rules?
Yes and no. I already knew I was going to end. I knew I was going to add more of the terrible news for you rules the further we got into the game.
I know.
Where were we
Like
going
you
next?
started on easy mode.
Now we're all gonna die.
Yes.
The orangery, right? Don't we need to go to the
Yeah, we gotta go to
orangery?
the orangery.
Well, to be fair, I think point of process, we still got the first and the second floors to cover. We've only checked the ground floor.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let's get up.
So I would suggest we finish checking here first and then go on to the next place.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
That works.
First
Maybe we
floor.
split up in twos. I'll take the second floor with Lizzie, and y'all do the first floor. All right, first floor. Second floor, Lizzie. And then
Yeah, let's leave the
Yeah,
together.
I'm sorry. Is the first floor the one after the ground floor, or is
Yes.
the first floor the one
Ground
off
floor,
ground?
first floor, second floor.
Fight! Sorry,
Lizzie and I are gonna go to the third floor.
Second floor.
Come on, Lizzie. Let's get the
We're
fuck
just
outta
gonna
here.
start walking.
Can I point out that this house is in England and therefore it is the second floor?
That don't mean
No,
that's right.
we're pulling the I'm a local card. No, that's fine.
Oh, okay. That's
I
fine.
didn't.
You know
I
what
didn't
else
set
was
this.
England?
I didn't set this in England. You did.
Hey, yeah. We're gonna throw your second floor and your tea into the harbor next. All right, here we go.
I don't care what you do with the tea. Just don't touch the rum. Whiskey.
Yeah, so we can go to the top floor. How about that? We'll go to the highest most floor.
You go to the highest most floor. Excellent. You go up the narrow staircase. They're pretty creaky, especially and I don't mean this to be a dig at you, especially considering your weight and size and physicality. And as you
head on shit too.
Yeah, you're hitting your head on absolutely everything, but that's like the story of your life since coming to England, where people started building their building in 1166 when they were still 5 feet tall.
Arian's just breezing on through.
Hey, you're fine. You and your 5 feet, you're made for this, or this was made for you.
5'2", thank you.
I'm rounding. It's Cthulhu. Rounding down is helpful.
5'2" on a good day.
With heels.
5'2" in heels.
In the morning when you decompressed your spine.
Or after yoga when you hang up. Never mind. Okay. You're 5'2" on a good day and you're perfectly fine. The area up the stairs is very narrow, so Mr. Marquez, I almost said Roy again, it sort of has to like sidle sideways through.
I answer to both. Call me bisexual if you want. Phenomenal.
It beats being bitexual. You squeeze through and you get to more servants' quarters. It seems to be a lot of girls' clothing. There's obviously more than one serving girl a room here. You can make a spot hidden, see if you find anything fascinating.
Yeah, let's go. You get those couple rooms over there, Lizzie. I'll get these ones.
All right, sounds good.
Spot hidden. Lit.
Look at us go.
Look at you go, indeed. Oh, the thing about Cthulhu is it's hard enough to hurt the cats, but then you can get stuff like hard success, and I always want to make jokes about things being hard. I will refrain, and I will
successful.
I know. I will refrain from these jokes, and I will simply tell you that in one of the furthest back rooms, it's like one of the smallest rooms, you have the feeling like you have to be the most junior of maids to be stuck in this cold, freezing ass room
where they put the kids.
It has like a broken window and it's really cold, but it has a view of the grounds. And it's not so much what's in the room that's interesting as much as the fact that you currently see a light in the orangery.
All right. Aww. You see this, Lizzie?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. All right. Princess, Captain, we gotta go to the orangery. We gotta go get the oranges.
I told you guys we should go to the orangery.
We need to go get some oranges. Scarvy.
While this is going on, the floor below the top floor, because we're not doing this again.
Yes.
The middle floor.
The middle, it's like a middle sibling. Nobody likes it. The princess would also like to roll a spell check.
The princess would. Okay, I have been rolling amazingly all campaign, and today is just not my fucking day.
I had to have one day.
Remember how I normally have to apologize because my swashbuckler takes all the critical rolls out of Roll20? I played her last night. It was awful. I felt like a regular player. I only critted 6 times. Wow. It was the worst. Wow. I barely killed the boss in 3 rounds.
Must have been so hard for you.
Thank you. I find my DM didn't understand, but you guys really make me feel heard.
Yeah, we did. We have to put an F in chat or something.
Yeah, F to pay respect.
Get some Fs.
I mean,
for the swashbuckler.
I was like, is this how peasants game? This is the worst.
Hey, the life of a swashbuckler is hard.
It really is.
This is how the peasants game and also how the princess games, apparently.
Just today. Welcome to the plebeians. However, the non-royal aristocrat who does have a hard success. Probably because Reeves is helping him, you know?
Yeah.
His man is on hand to offer assistance.
He always is.
And they're keeping up the rear, right?
They really are.
I knew everyone was gay in this campaign. I knew it.
Hey, your keeper is still straight, okay?
Oh,
Actually-
no, you're
act-
monogamous. That's different.
Actually, technically, just for the record, Captain Elliot is straight, but it's at this point it's
It's moot. What's left of your mind remembers it's straight.
In the dark, it feels the same, you know.
If that's true, wouldn't everyone be bi?
I think everyone
Isn't
is.
everyone? It's a spectrum.
No.
It's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
So about this horror campaign we're playing.
We're doing so well keeping on track with this.
Cats. Oh,
I'm
cat.
so
I
afraid.
told my friends I could never play this again. I'm too funny. I really am.
I have played horror games more successfully, but that takes a lot more self-discipline than I've been displaying in the last 7 weeks.
Hey, you've made me cry in Stroud like
We're having
many times.
fun, and
I know nobody laughs like this in Stroud because I terrorize you all to the fullest. There's some you bring this out in me. I was going to tell Captain Elliot, who also reaches the back of the floor. He's searching to see the light in the orangerie.
Mm-hmm.
He also finds not so much. You have the feeling someone thought this was really well hidden, but it's not that well hidden. It's like in someone's pillowcase.
Right.
And it's a bunch of papers, and it's the rest of a shipping manifest that Miss Johnson mentioned earlier that she had the front page of. I'm just gonna
Right.
fill it in for her because she's not here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna have a quick read through it.
All right. The shipping manifest details all the special care that was required for a large crate containing a small box that was shipping an item back from the Smithsonian to this estate. Roughly 10 weeks ago it would have arrived, but it would have been in transit longer. And the item is called the Ice Pharaoh's Crystal. And you also see a number of pages detailing the insurance they have on this item. And it is an amount of money even you as an aristocrat thinks is, forgive lack of a better term, insane.
Right. Is there any description in the manifest as to what this Ice Pharaoh's crystal looks like or is?
Not so much in the manifest, it just describes the manner in which it was supposed to be packaged. And oddly enough, the fact that people handling it or guarding it should not be... people should rotate in and out. Nobody should be around this for too long for some ridiculous reason. It doesn't state in the manifest. It is the insurance forms that describe it as a large... they assume it's stone, but it looks crystalline. And like the surface is covered in oil. And its dimensions, apart from being like crystalline, so multi-pronged, the actual dimensions are listed as about 30 centimeters by 60 centimeters by 40 centimeters.
And
Do you tell me this?
I will tell. I'm going to pass on this information. Just a quick. How much is this worth?
So normally things stop with adding zeros when there's 6 zeros.
Yeah.
We're talking 8 zeros.
Holy.
Ooh.
In 1924.
That must be
And-
tight.
and
That is.
And that is something it was appraised by people at Sotheby's, assuming that this is what they would get at auction.
100 million.
There can't be. But this is obviously what you touched, but that was small, and what Alita was holding.
I don't think.
Did they smash it?
It's possible. Either A they smashed it, or B these are fragments of the same material. But
It's
they're
shedding? Like a poodle?
There are
The poodle
tentacles
shed?
at the moment. There
No, poodles are one of the famous non-shedding breeds, but so close.
I try.
And here we thought the princess was a dog lesbian.
One dog, Freddy.
On the basis that there are tentacles in the lake, I'm not going to rule anything out.
Tentacles? It's something was writhing, but you think there are tentacles?
That's what they look like to me.
I don't like seafood.
Yes, well, I'm not terribly keen on calamari myself, so let's avoid them, shall we?
Calamari! Do you think that the tentacles are killing things?
I don't know. I think it's probably some bugger with a knife, given the wounds. I'm prepared to. At this point, it could be a knife wielding tentacle. I don't.
Or a tentacle wielding knife. Blom, blom, blom.
But I think we found what we're going to find here. Let's get the flock out of here. And I'll when we bump back into Mr. Marquez and Miss Price, I shall inform them of the rest of the manifest I found.
Yes, Mr. Marquez quickly fills you in on what they found upstairs and say that, we need to go get some oranges.
Yep.
Okay,
Orange
well,
time.
I saw a light there as well, so I think we ought to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to hurry. I'm getting real nervous.
Little antsy.
Yeah.
Well, more than a little. Let's go.
Reese
get
always follows you.
Yeah, so let's go.
All right, let's roll. To the oranges.
To the oranges.
To the orangery.
Oranger.
Bless you, Captain.
All right. You head on out. Let me just grab the map of the estate I downloaded from Mapry. It is a bit of a walk. The reason you could see it is because it was fairly high up, so you could look over the trees. It's even further than the folly was. I'm just gonna ask it one more time. Are you being sneaky, or are people still shouting for dogs?
I think we should probably be a little quiet.
If someone says we should be quiet, I'll be quiet. But if no one is, I will be quiet.
Yeah, I'm saying we should be quiet here because we don't know where
there's a light in there and all that.
On the basis that it would probably be a bad idea for the bad people to know where we are, let's not yell and alert them to our presence.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
See, absolutely, you understand.
We should at least try.
Perhaps I might suggest scouting on ahead.
Yes, let's split up because that's always done us really, really well.
Yeah, no, let's just stick together. Just try to stay quiet.
Let's just do it. There we go. I'm gonna roll a stealth.
Same.
Yeah, roll me stealth.
Ninja.
He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna be real quiet. Clomp, 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 clang, clang.
I like how there's two extremes. A fairly impressive fail and a regular success. So the three of you are being extraordinarily quiet. Even the princess, she's a hunter, so clearly she knows how to move quietly so as not to alert her prey. However, I'm trying not to name names, but I really should. There is a rather large, blundering,
clunking
oaf of a man who is in your midst.
Or
and not being particularly quiet.
Perhaps at the front, so I can be quiet behind him.
I do believe him and his broadsword were leading the charge.
I'm going to be about 30
People
feet
look out
back
for Freddy still. Spot hidden along the way.
All right, you can make a spot hidden along the way.
Yeah, no.
There's an owl and some more tentacles.
Whoo!
Yeah. No Freddy though. So you, and I use these words unconvincingly, sneak up on the orangery. Your approach is less than covered. Like there's mainly well manicured lawns around the orangery that heads up a little. The orangery itself is mainly made of glass. And you see a lot of greenery inside. Obviously, because it's made for plants. Shockingly, I know.
All right, well, if they can see it, they might be able to see us. So we may as well go in. Try to keep it quiet. Looks at Johnny like, try.
All right, I'm not gonna let you roll again. You're sticking with your current stealth rolls. As you...
Where's music coming from?
Music?
Mm-hmm.
There's music.
Oh, in someone's background, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's gone.
Not mine. Okay, there you go. As you sneak up to the orangery, I would like everyone to make spot hidden checks. No, wait, no, I'm lying. Maybe listen checks.
Uh-oh.
I hear singing again.
Oh, die, Johnny Marquez, die.
Lana might hear singing, but Princess Sophia really doesn't. So, Miss Price and Captain Elliot, your insistence on rank.
It's one of those you've earned it, so
that's why
you've earned it, so I'm using this. As you approach, you're starting to hear, at least for Captain Elliot, familiar chanting.
I'm going to put my hand up and say, chanting ahead, everybody.
The same weird stuff we heard.
The stuff that we heard earlier, yeah, that I'm hearing it too. I'm hearing it too. This is a good idea. We really...
Well, go out in a blaze of glory. I'd rather die actively than be killed.
I'm hoping that there are four of these weirdos because there were 4 handprints by the altar, and frankly, there aren't that many servants left to be on their side.
What if... Alright, so we're just gonna go in, guns blazing, so to speak?
Well, I think we might try and infiltrate the place and then find out who's in there, and then...
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm really sneaky. I can
get the drop on him.
Alright, hang on. Let me just grab something for my doggos. Alright, so... You're first bursting in and then going back to sneaking, or just bursting in or not sneaking, or...
I think it's try to slip in unnoticed.
I'm gonna try and sneak in.
Alright.
Yeah.
I will allow you
we'll be a distraction.
New stealth checks.
No, but mine was okay.
I know.
No! We're all failing!
I was gonna spend the luck, but...
Here we go.
No!
But there's no point. We're all just like, okay, be quiet.
Friday, is that you?
No, I didn't! I just...
don't worry, guys. I'm really sneaky.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think, like, as a group you even have enough luck to make this happen. So as you're loudly discussing your plan...
Okay, then I shoot first. And
as you're bursting in through these doors, these glass doors swing open. And you just see this like indoor arboretum, because an orangery is where rich people kept their orange trees during winter.
Yeah.
At first you don't necessarily notice anything as you head on in a little deeper. At which point you become aware of people both in front of you and behind you.
Behind me.
As well as the most interesting part being that the people in front of you seem to be gathered around another crude stone altar.
How many of these bloody things are there?
Yeah.
In front of, like, okay, so I'm trying to lay this out properly. In front of this altar, but facing you, is Lord Montgomery.
No!
Who is currently busy removing a rather large tome from a bloodstained altar, as Lady Montgomery lays apparently deceased on the floor.
Oh, no great loss.
As
hey!
you see
She's my servant.
I see a woman wearing trousers running out the back, and you're quite unaware of who the person behind you is.
The first thing as soon as I see Lord Montgomery grab a large book off the altar, I am opening fire.
Oh, same.
Excellent.
I didn't like him anyway.
That's where we'll pick it up next week.
You killed Edna! You took my dog! You killed my servant! It's just...
Beyond the pale.
Oh, at least all of you are still alive.
For
so
now.
We're ending a little early because some of our darling cast members have things to do in real life, if you can believe it.
It's me. I have to feed my children.
There you go.
That's my job.
That's
or
valid.
something.
I was just gonna say, apparently that's something you're supposed to do once you breed them or birth them or whatever we call it nowadays.
I hatched mine.
You hatched yours. Now that I need to hear more about at some point. For now, I would like to end our session, and before we do all of our closing statements, please roll luck so we don't forget again.
Hey!
Everybody who succeeds their luck roll gets 1d10 luck.
Nice. Hell yeah. I got all the luck back that I spent this turn.
That is very good, actually.
You only get 2!
Nice.
Considering you're facing an arcane ritual, I'd also like everyone to roll one last sanity check.
Critical!
Oh, that means you get double points.
Critical success.
Oh, really? You get double? Nice.
He gets double luck.
If I roll an extreme...
No,
sanity-
critical or nothing.
Yeah.
So Captain Elliot gets double his d10 roll, and the rest of you are rolling for sanity.
I rolled for sanity.
You did, but not all of them did. Oh my god, Captain Elliot gets 20 points of luck back.
Thank Christ.
Oh, that sanity rolls by-in.
Oh wow, that's not a good roll.
Mm-mm.
If Captain Elliot would also like to roll his sanity check.
Oh, I'm going to fail this.
I hope he critically fails it. Just saying. Oh, almost. Damn.
Almost. It was almost a very bad roll. Let's see how I roll this one, because that's what really matters.
Thank God for that.
Useless.
2 more sanity down.
I will get you next time.
Yes, you will.
You're whittling away at mine.
Little bits at a time.
I'm on 24 sanity at this point. I'm pretty close to being a gibbering mess.
I'm still at 54.
Yeah, you're doing super well.
I'm at 30.
No.
That's actually not bad as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm at 31.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, wrapping it up, I'm supposed to thank all the people who subbed, but I gifted the sub, so I'll thank myself.
Oh,
me.
Do you get to give...
No, I gave it to Tim, but he wants to give it to someone next time so we can see it being used, because he had to leave as well.
A round of applause for any.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, professional cat herder.
I think if I was a professional cat herder, I wouldn't be the main cat problem. After after we're done here, we will be raiding We Are Nerdsmith. I have no idea who they are, but I'm sure they're fun people. And that means that we will also be on our Discord that may or may not contain art of our amazing adventures.
Thus far.
Looking at Mr. Marquez a little more. We still have the Welcome to the Party Patreon that you can donate money to us so we can keep the streams running. And we have merch for sale as well. And as always, our eternal gratitude and love for Roll20. Even though it did not let me do the sanity damage to my players I wanted to do today.
It's been wasteful today.
Roll20 has bought you some time. But I will get you yet.
About a week.
About a week. Give or take a week.
Big finale next week.
Yes.
So in a few hours after us, Drop Point Nights will be on, featuring someone that's also on this show. So I'm sure we'll hear more about this as we go around. Well, this time you don't actually have to go around and tell me how much you love me because you just did. So you can just go around and tell us who you are and where we can find you. And we'll start the other way around and start with Callie.
Hey, I'm Callie. I'm xcalliope on Twitter. That's with a 0 for the O. I do a lot of D&D and tabletop RPG art and illustration, as well as having a Patreon for coloring book pages if you want to do your own art without screaming at your tablet for years. So hop on over there if that's something you're interested in.
Thank you very much.
Kate, also known as Undead K, Twitter down below. Yes, I will be back on later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern for Drop Point Nights. I keep wanting to say Nigel's. It's ingrained in my mind. But
no, you're not supposed to anymore.
Shh, don't worry about it. And things are gonna start picking up. So if that's one you've been watching, definitely want to tune in. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Lana. You're muted.
I'm muted.
Hey,
Lana. Lana Lace for Dutch. Read it there. Instagram is mostly my illustrations, children's book illustrations, and Twitter is a lot of politics and goofery.
Yeah, spoiler alert, lots of liberals.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Not sorry.
In case you couldn't get the hint from how many queer characters are already in this.
Yeah.
Also, they're preaching about feminism in 1924. Liberals, just saying.
Hey! We got the vote in the Netherlands. And also, I have to say, Callie, you promised me like fan art, like at session 3, and now it's canon. So now you can't do it anymore because
I have to. No,
you
it's
have
not.
to.
It was like headcanon. Now it's
actual.
Now we get the
canonical fan
the princess and the maid.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make a book cover. You know what I mean? The princess and the maid.
Yeah. Okay, but if you do the book cover of the princess and the maid, can we also get the book cover of the captain and the doctor?
It's gonna be called wartime medicine.
Oh, please, yes. I'm just saying there's a particular type of fiction I like to read medicine, and you're catering to me.
It's wartime comfort. That's what it's gonna be called. Wartime
Doctor, I need a checkup. Anywho, speaking of the captain and the doctor, Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon. You can find me on Discord, Si, S-I, and at DDarkRiver on Twitter. Thank you to Leona for stepping in as our producer. And thank you, of course, to our lovely storyteller.
My pleasure to terrorize you as always. I'm glad we got to play today because otherwise our finale would have been very rushed. So thanks again to Leona. We're not going to stop thanking you because
really
you will go, yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes. That's amazing. My name is Aniek. You can find me mainly on Twitter at Aniekster because I have an Instagram and I haven't updated it in a year. And I made a website and then decided hosting was too expensive because I'm Dutch in many ways, including trying to get shit for cheap. I'm gonna finish by I'm done shouting out Roll20. They screwed me over tonight. I wanted to make all of you insane. We're just gonna mention Sono, we're Tabletop Loot, and we're Wink. They're also cool. Tabletop Loot used to be my favorite, and now I'm no longer allowed to buy dice. especially since I have like 900 Kickstarters coming my way with dice. I do not have a problem. My bank account does. We're going to go start our raid over on We Are Nerdsmith. Tell them they're amazing.
All right.
We'll see you
all.
next week for our finale. Watch and see who survives, if anyone.
Not me.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I'm going to
Bye-bye.
kill you all.
Again.
Some of you more than once, yes.